Howdy howdy everybody, how you doing? It's me, the Punstigator. I'm finally getting around to editing and compiling all my old videos because I finally have some time. So we're gonna start off with our claim, the main thing on our channel, the FGO Nuzlocke. So let me go over the rules real quick. You roll a servant at all, that's the only copy of the servant you're allowed to use. You can give them MP ups, but any copies after that servant's death, or after MP5, have to be burned. Servants have to be burned via burning. I can't feed new servants new characters. I can't spend any money on this Nuzlocke. Supports have to be chosen from the story supports when they're available. Like, if there is a story support, I have to use a story support. Deaths while grinding don't count because that would make this impossible. But deaths while playing interludes, rank ups, and story missions do count. As well as events. Event stories. If Mash dies, I can't burn her. It's not possible in the game, so I just can't use her again. If a support servant dies, it doesn't matter. They weren't mine. They're someone else's. And then if all servants in Shouty are defeated, the game ends, Nuzlocke's over. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But we've lost a bit. Or have we? You'll have to see to find out. And then there's some extra rules to just give me a bit more ease. If a servant has battle continuation or guts, battle continuation, guts, or anything that gives them the guts status as a skill, then they can survive up to a number of times that their guts allows. For example, Berserker Ku has 2 different guts on him, so he can die twice. Hercules can die up to 4 times thanks to his Bond Essence. Nero can die 3 times. Nitocris can only die once. Yeah. If a servant has Intuition, that really bad skill, we flip a coin. If it's heads, they survive. If it's tails, they die. If they're an Avenger, they take another servant with them when they die. If a servant have Mind's Eye True and they die, I can burn someone else instead of them 1 time. If a servant has Mind's Eye Fake and dies, then I can flip a coin. If heads, I can burn a different servant. If tails, they're still dead. If they have protection from arrows, then any death from an archer does not count. Protection from wind makes any death from a caster not count. And if they have disengaged, then I can retreat from the mission once for character with that ability. Otherwise, once I go into the story node, I can't retreat. If I choose a friend support, it has to be of a randomized class. That only really applies when I'm actually going through the story and interludes. I'm not gonna randomize my grinding. That just makes no sense. And then, if they have item construction, then I can burn a CE of their equal rarity 1 time instead of their death. So, for example, Marie Antoinette, caster, okay, let's say Merlin. If Merlin dies, then I have to burn a 5-star CE or burn him. And so obviously you pick the 5-star CE. If they have
Ooh. Yeah, for now we'll send you a request. No CE. Yeah, he has no CEs equipped on anything. Which is maybe he hasn't heard of CEs? Burn him! Burn him to the ground! Resume, Meteor's More Director? Resume. Why certainly, Chitose, don't tell me you forgot already. Yeah, I know. Burn him at the stake. He doesn't have any CEs on his servants. Come on, dude. Only halfway through. In fact, the latter half is that important. Let's make yourself remember. Make yourself remember. What a piece of work. Now, don't be like that. Director's ramblings can be useful, Chitose. Why were you Master Candidate summoned to Shaldi? I will explain that. Another flashback. Listen up. Today, of all days, we at Shaldi will achieve something that will be written in history. The acquisition of navigation, the focus of communication, the voyage into space. Our legacy will be on par with the pioneers of the stars. That's a skill. No, it will be surpassing them. Rather than expanding civilization, we will be at the hands of God, protecting it. Stabilizing human history, we will transform the future into a solid resolution. The principles of mankind. In other words, to ensure the continuation of humanity. That is Shaldi's, and now your only and absolute purpose. Shaldi has achieved many results to date. The observation of Cyber Daemon, Lapis, the global environment model, Shaldi, completion of the near future observation lens Shiva, the heroic spirit summoning system Fate, and the launch of the Spiritron calculation engine Trismegistus. Yeah, that sounds right. With these technologies, we at Shaldi have observed humanity's progress 100 years into the future. We do not predict the future, but observe it. Like many who observe celestial bodies, Shaldi's has been observing the future. But whatever it sees, our job is to ensure that humanity will survive 100. Crunchyroll is pretty much fucked. What do you mean by that? Look up Shaldi's progress achievement. What do you mean by Crunchyroll being fucked? Let's find those millions of souls. We copy them to this Earth. Because of that difference in scale, we are unable to read each single human mind. But whatever's on the surface of these lights can be seen on land, can be observed through Shiva. Oh, I heard about that. That the, yeah, they're getting streaming anime on the YouTube channel for free. I mean, that's only temporarily, right? I don't think they'd be doing that permanently. As long as light civilization shines within Shaldi's, we can guarantee man will exist a century further. As long as there's light, people will live in the cities, and it's certain proof that civilization's survival. But Lev, could you normalize Shiva's polarization angle? This is the current state, starting 6 months ago. Shaldi's changed color, and it's become difficult to observe the future. Last civilization, our being until now, has become largely unobservable to us. They want to get the pirate sites down. I mean, I guess. I can get why they don't like Funimation, but I haven't heard anything bad about Crunchyroll. But see, you've got some sense. That's right, the lack of light means civilization has become extinct. It's considered highly classified, but you have the right to know. I am a random civilian, and I get to know this highly classified information? Observations indicate the light of humanity is only visible up to the year 2018. Well, we're in 2020, I guess that's why we're fucked. In other words, we've observed, no, proved that humanity will become extinct in a year. You're 2 years too early on that prediction. Obviously, the future is not possible. It cannot happen, and physically speaking, is impossible. It's neither an economic collapse nor some seismic event. We can't explain how humanity would suddenly just disappear. Over the past 6 months, we found the cause of this strange phenomenon, the disappearance of the future. Yes, the censorships they do sometimes are pretty dumb. Yeah, yeah. Like, the reason is in the present and is in the past. Using Lapis and I said it once. Trismegistus. We reviewed all the data for the past 2,000 years. We tried to find something that didn't exist in history, was on Earth until this point in time. As a result, we finally found something new. It's this. Spatial Singularity F, a city in the Japanese countryside, 2004. Discovered an unobservable zone that did not exist in history of the year 2017. Shalley hypothesizes this is the cause for humanity's extinction. We proposed reshift experiment to the UN and received approval. The reshift process transforms human into spiritrons, sending them into the past and allowing them to alter it. Simply put, it's time travel, but not everyone can do it. Only people with exceptional magical circuits and the ability to become a master can be transformed. Now, I'm sure that's cleared things up. Your task is investigation of Singularity F. You'll travel 14 years into the past, find Singularity F, and destroy it. You're now entering unknown territory. There's no telling what you might find there. Yo, you have a point. If they make more money from YouTube ads than Crunchyroll, then it might become permanent. We have high expectations for you. Pirates want to know the cause of this immediately. We do not have time to waste. We'll be performing the first race shift experiment in an hour. Sure you all have had enough training? I've had no training. For his first experiment, we'll send Team A, the top 8 scores Singularity F. I haven't told the later groups, but they're master candidates who have been chosen from Shouty. Team A has been active for a month now. You can call them trained warriors. Team A will go ahead and establish a base camp at Singularity F, guaranteeing your safety. Teams B will below will monitor their situation and prepare for the next experiment. Register your information with the Klein coffins of the arcs that will send you to the past as spiritrons. Just one for each person and there's no spares. Be careful with them. Teams B through D will be on standby in case of trouble with Team A. What are you doing? I told you what you have to do. You were brought here as potential masters. You're practically a soldier now. You will obey orders and be ready for a fight. Do not make me repeat yourselves. Or do you have more questions? Hey you, the one that was late. You look confused. I'll give you the chance to ask one question. Is it safe to change the past? Does the word singularity mean nothing to you? If Crunchyroll disappears much faster than the pirate sites, then what about all the like Crunchyroll originals though? Like I heard, like, aren't they making original animes? Like with God of High School, Tower of God. I don't know the other originals. I only know those two. The only two I care about. It's like a hole that just appeared out of nowhere. The hole itself is cut off from the temporal axis. 2004 singularities exist apart from the past and future. There's no need to connect it to our present. It's more stable than regular time travel. Whatever happens in the timeline can repair itself. It's not? I didn't know that. News to me. Singularity Elf is like a tiny stain on a dress that is human history. It ruins beauty just by its presence. Your job is to extract it. This bothers me. What's with the celebrate? As an example, be Netflix. You mean like how they put Netflix original in front of the 7 Deadly Sins? Oh. Oh. That's disappointing. Association thing in Sydney. There's not that many. Yeah, that wouldn't be enough to like keep it afloat. basic space-time theory. So this plan was a Grand Order. Fake Grand Order. The highest possibility in the world of Minecraft. Doesn't matter, what team are you with? Show me your ID. What? You're in the wrong spot. A civilian with no combat or training experience? Shelly is much too important to be wasting valuable slots on people like you. Why'd you let me in then? Lev Lanier. Right here, Director. Why the yelling? Is there a problem? There's problems everywhere. Get this amateur out of my sight. Oh, so that's it. Well, I'm happy the tower got animated. Rachel's a bitch. Yeah, I know they didn't write the story. I followed the webtoon as it was released from the original one. Sure, they lack experience, but it's inappropriate to be that rude. Having an inexperienced amateur is a problem. What if something happens to my Shallies? Let Romani handle this, or at least get some basic training in. I don't think she likes you. Alright, orders are orders. Mosh, show Chitose to their room. Alright, understood. I'll take Senpai to their room, right? Yes, thanks. I'm busy with the Reishi's experiment and can't. Don't worry, this experiment will be over in 2 hours. I'll drop by your room then. Thank you. No need to thank me. You're really lucky, after all. Come this way. I'll show you to your room. And that's how you remove the command's room. Remember? Got it. You look quiet, but you got some nerve, don't you? Anyway, now you finally remember how much of a mess you made at that critical moment. Director Marie, I think that's going a little too far. Like hell it is. Thanks to the time I wasted on your question, I didn't have time to change. What? You weren't planning to dive, so I'm not sure you needed your suit. I did. I most certainly did. I had a special mystic code made for this mission. Jeez, I didn't even get to wear it once. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you understand your responsibilities and duties as a master candidate now. Oh, it's so plot heavy in the first part. Very well, Chitose. I'm warning you to be my bodyguard. Work hard. Aye aye, oh great Director Marie. What? That's creepy. Flattery will get you nowhere. Good to see you two getting along. Let's move before more enemies show up.